Use the referral link in the description to g2a.com for all of your Xbox codes, PlayStation codes and video games, and be sure to use the code CHES at checkout to get yourself 3% cash back. Hey guys, welcome to episode 6 of season 2 of Achieve and Leave. We're almost halfway through this season with Atletico Madrid. We start with an away game against Sevilla. We've played them in each of the last 2 episodes, once in the Cup, once in the league, and now in the second leg of the Copa del Rey. We then Celta Vigo, so I'll probably sim, then play Inter Milan, and depending on what happens with the next round of the Copa del Rey, should we advance, I'll either play Villarreal or the first leg of the next round of the Cup, depending on who it's against. And then we'll move into the month of January. I am looking in January to buy a wing back, so please leave me your suggestions in the comment section down below. There's one obvious lower rated player than everyone else in this starting lineup. That's Shime Vasalko, 82. Everyone else is 85 or higher. So certainly looking for improvements. Koke is not growing perhaps as well as we might have liked. But at present, I'm solely looking to buy a right back or wing back. So obviously they can play on either side, doesn't really matter. So if there's a left back you think I should get, then let me know and I'll go and get a left back. But for now, we're going to concentrate on Sevilla away. Diego Godin is slightly injured for the time being, thanks to a training injury, but we'll be playing in our home strip against Sevilla, I think. I'm going to be playing Boateng ahead of Godin in every game now for the foreseeable future as well. So we'll wait and see how that decision pans out with our defensive solidity. But we've been superb defensively throughout the season, so I'd like to think that will continue. We're 1-0 up against Sevilla, so avoid defeat and we're through. Right, Sevilla's starting lineup. Carrizo and Kier still in from the game that we played against them in the league, but Nyanyon is back in at centre-back with presumably Amadou at CDM again. Yep, similar formation. Eva Banega back into the starting lineup, as is Jonas. Quincy Promes on the left to start rather than coming off the bench this time. We've beaten them twice. We don't need to beat them 3 times, but we'll see if we can. Thank you. Crispy just runs up, takes the ball away. We'll get it to Lamar. I'll whip it looking for Aguero, but a little bit of a camera save from Sergio Rico. It didn't necessarily need to be quite that acrobatic. We'll win that with Saul, though. Unfortunately, headed only as far as a Sevilla man. Saul's 89 rated, now very close to being our third 90 rated player. Oblak obviously 91. And Griezmann's still 90. No increase in his rating yet. I don't know if there will be, actually. I don't know what his potential is. Eva Banega whipped in and Van Aken hit, well, up rather than anywhere else. And Oblak sprints after it. We'll stay at 0-0 early on. We did score, I think, in the opening few moments against Sevilla yesterday. Or in the last episode. But for now, it's still 0-0. Win that please, Jerome. Solid header. Koke down there to Sal. The obvious ball there is Lamar, who's raced away well. I'll try and cross it early if I can to look for Jedson. Threw himself at it. Well, threw himself at the floor where the ball was in the air. Quincy Promes gets the ball away for a corner. Lamar's delivery is good. Nyanyon gets up well to head away. It's a really fun name to say, Nyanyon. Gelson Martin's back to Jose Maria Jimenez. There's Saul. Gelson is there again. Well, we'll try it from distance. Oh, flashing wide though. Used the outside of his foot there. Perhaps would have been better with using the instep. But regardless, or his laces rather than just the outside of his foot. Never mind. 0-0 after 20 minutes. And I mean, I'm quite happy for it to stay at 0-0. It might be slightly frustrating to play. But it will mean that we go through. And at the end of the day, that's obviously the most important thing. Throw for Sevilla. Promise quickly back. Chested back to him. Decent delivery in. Look at Hernandez. Physical as ever at wing back and does very well to get that away. Sergio Aguero looking to turn away from defenders. Oh, but Nyanyon does well. Well, he did do well. And then he's given it straight to me. And I'll get it across here to Sergio. Take it in his stride. And there's a goal. Mistake from Sevilla at the back. Nyanyon puts his head in his hands because he knows he's the one that made it. Giving the ball away. I could have gone through with Tom Lamar, but as I said in the last episode, always favour Sergio Aguero over Tom Lamar with a chance on goal. Deadly is the Argentine. 1-0 Atleti. 2-0 Atleti on aggregate. Are we headed through to the next round of the Copa del Rey? Lamar. Oh, mistake from Lamar. It was a mistake from them that led to a goal for us, but a mistake from us does not lead to a goal for them. poor finish from Simeone. He certainly snatched at that. Great opportunity for Sevilla to get themselves a goal back. They did score against us in the league, even if they didn't score against us in the first cup game. So we know that... Oh, that's horrid. We know that they can be dangerous. It's a disgusting challenge. Is it Nyanyo? It was. Yoris Nyanyo. Really awful challenge. Should know better to do that. He made a mistake that led to our first. Oh, and he nearly made a mistake that led to a second. It still could, technically. Second phase of play. Headed away, though, by the defenders. That's Amadou, Van Aken, Simeone. This is a good move. This is a really good move. Quincy Promes has a pace to get away, but not the passing accuracy, evidently, to keep it away from Jose Maria Jimenez. Griezmann will go to Aguero. Good footwork. Poke it for the Frenchman. He's in behind here, but Nyanyon does well, making up for that early mistake. And then losing possession again, and it's Koke in behind. Oh, Nyanyon. Similar finish as well, post and in, across goal from right to left. Yoris Nyanyon is having a day to forget. 2-0 and 3-0, Atletico Madrid. Here's Gelson. Nice little McGeady spin. In there to Griezmann. Around the corner to Sergio Aguero. And looking for Lamar. Lucky, but we'll take it. 3-0. That one was all of our own doing rather than profiting from a mistake from their backline. Sevilla 0, Atletico Madrid 3. This formation for Sevilla, the 3-5-2, it just quite simply doesn't work against us. 3 times they've tried it, 3 times they're going to fail. Try and get it around the corner there for Gelson Martins to run onto. Got people at the back post to aim for. Tom Olamar is there. Oh, it was beautifully done just to nod it back into Saul for what I thought would have been a simple finish. I was hoping that the keeper would have expected Lamar to shoot, so would have drifted across to cover the near post and then found himself out of position, and it should have been a simple tap-in. Unfortunately, it wasn't. Saul will lay this back to Koke, who with space will let fly and knock the keeper off his feet. Says Eureka makes a good save. On the hour mark, they're making a change. I have a funny feeling it's too little too late for them. Gelson Martins will pick that up and will try a finesse it from the edge of the box, but that's gone a long way wide. Defender keeps it in, but their hopes in this tie and in the Copa del Rey Sevilla are well and truly gone. Oh, nearly good football. Nearly. Griezmann's pass didn't quite have the right angle on it. Sarabia played in. Destroyed here, Sevilla, and that is why they haven't scored in this game. They've done that all game long. Just played the ball straight through to either the keeper or a defender with terrible final pass accuracy. Of course, now I say that, Luis Muriel gets in, and Oblak makes a tremendous save. Unbelievable to tip that onto the bar. But mistakes again throughout the Sevilla backline. Somehow Amadou is able to come away with the ball still. Ava Benega into Luis Muriel. That's a really nice move. But again, Oblak is the difference. They could have had 2 goals there. Or a goal on 2 separate occasions. But it's not to be for Sevilla. Nolito could try something. Nyanyon across to Benega. Muriel, they have now got a goal. But it's 4-1 on aggregate. Sorry, lads. It's not happening. Okay. Thomas to Balotelli, to Thomas again, out wide to Angel Correa. The 3 substitutes linking up nicely. Balotelli's played in again, and here's Gelson. We'll give it a crack. Deflected off the post and cleared away. Nearly a 4th for the night and a 5th for aggregate, but it wasn't to be. The woodwork in the way, but that will probably be the last chance we see on goal, unless they catch me on the counter here. I am slightly short on numbers, but Nolito's forced himself wide, and the referee surely will blow his final whistle sooner rather than later. Thank you, sir. I'm intrigued to see when the next round is drawn, because we might have a game at the end of the month in this competition, in which case we'll play the game against Inter and the first leg of that Copa del Rey tie, depending on who it's against. I would like to play Villarreal at some point this season, though, so I might be intrigued to play that game there, and then maybe play this. It's both in January, and it's Real Oviedo, so it's nothing to worry about now. We will be playing that game against Villarreal at the end of the month. Or halfway through the month. Lack of games over Christmas. Sorry, Montero, you're not playing. I will play the rotation side, though, here against Celta. And actually, what I need to do is take Boateng out of that rotation side and put Diego Godin in it. Although he's not necessarily in a fit state to start right now. So, you know what? Montero gets his wish. He's going to get a game. Fair enough. That was lucky of him to ask at just that specific moment. Celta Vigo at home in La Liga. we should still be strong enough to see the threat off. Balotelli's been in decent goal scoring for us this season, actually, and Vitolo starts us off in the 8th minute with a goal. Montero gets himself booked. Not necessarily the best of introductions to the first team there, is it, Montero? They've equalised in the 37th minute, and as we head into the second half, we are still level. A second would be nice, please. Voting on for Arias. Correa! Thank you, Angel. That will be, yes, 2-1. I held off in case there was a last-minute equaliser. A 2-1 win in La Liga against Celta Vigo. So very much. Up next, Inter Milan for top spot in the group. Oh, no, top spot in the group is already assured. We are 4 points clear, and Inter are already assured of second as well. Be interesting to see, well, basically, PSV and Dinamo Zagreb are now fighting out in the final game to see who goes into the Europa League and who has no more European football this season. That'll be an interesting game. We'll play Inter, though, because obviously they're going to be one of the biggest tests we'll face at this stage of the season, so hopefully we can actually have a test against them this time. Inter, Handanovic, Almeida, De Vrij, Martinez, Nangolan, Forsberg, Luis. That's as far down the list as I got before it changed. We'll see what formation they're playing. It's a 4-2-3-1 again. Very similar, if not identical, to the team that played against us in the opening group stage game. It's a really strong side. We won against Inter last time we played them. Was it by a single goal to nil? I can't quite remember off the top of my head. I don't recall conceding to them, though. But we'll have to wait and see if we do, in this one at least. 1.5 minutes on the clock. They have a free kick in a promising position. Perisic's ball in is flicked on by Brozovic. But Oblak makes sure that we don't concede again. How many times does Oblak do that? Okay, forward to Aguero. Griezmann, keep going. Okay, that was meant for the Frenchman. Well, the other Frenchman, because obviously Lamar's French too. Across there to Gelson Martins, bit of space, get the shot off, it's well blocked, get it to Aguero who's onside, drill it into the middle, it's actually Koke and he's offside. Win that header. Don't actually think we did, but we've still got possession. Griezmann will look for Aguero. Do we go to Gelson? Well, if you're going to back off me, I'll just try and go for goal. He was about as far away there as Martinez was at the other end, Sergio Aguero. Skriniar did close me down in the end, couldn't stop the shot, but I couldn't get it in. Luis into Nangolan. Cross there to Lautaro Martinez. Brozovic could return it to him, and he has done. It's a good move. It's a good goal from Inter Milan. It's their Argentine up top that scores for them rather than mine. Inter 1, Atleti 0. We're behind after half an hour. Edwards. Koke, who's carrying a knock actually at the minute. Slightly concerned that it's one that might see him out for a little while. Hernandez delivers the ball into the middle. Griezmann can't get to it. Skriniar does. Nod that down there to Saul. Give it into Koke. And despite being injured, oh, he very nearly gives us an equaliser. He hit that very well indeed. I'm not sure what sort of injury it is. Certainly didn't hinder his technique there, hitting the face of Raja Nangolan. Coming close to the face of Raja Nangolan. I saw him reeling back and holding his face. Must not have hit him because otherwise I'd have had a corner. Forsberg turns well, dinks it into Brozovic nicely. Soul with a tackle. Are we going to have time before half-time to have an opportunity of an equaliser? Maybe. Koke round the corner, Nangolan intercepts well, but it will fall kindly for us through the gap. And again, Raja Nangolan in the way. Frustrating first half here against Inter Milan. We're 1-0 down at the break, and it's something we haven't experienced for a while. Hernandez into Griezmann, holds the ball up well. Koke's coming off in a moment, so he might have one final part to play. So, Gelson Martins, I see Griezmann at the back post. He's not going to get to that though. Skriniar does brilliantly. Koke said he might have one final part to play, that being giving Inter Milan a goal kick. 25 minutes to go here at the San Siro, and we have been very, very poor. This is easily the worst game we've played all season, but if we can rescue something, then that will give me some confidence that we might not go on a spiral of downward form. Forward to Hernandez, down the line to Lamar again. Oh, it's lovely. Beautiful turn inside through the defender's legs. Get that to Saul. Cross there to Rodri. Aguero's made a good run, and we'll find him. Their Argentine scored. My Argentine has scored. Atleti 1, Inter 1. What a signing Sergio Aguero has been. I'm really glad you guys gave me the option or the suggestion to bring him back. to Atleti because it's been a superb return for him. Still in the prime of his career, Sergio Aguero. Definitely better for me than Diego Costa, that's for sure. It's 1-1 at the San Siro, and we might yet turn it around and still get something positive out of our most negative performance of the season so far. Brozovic in there to around in the middle. Lautaro looks through to Perisic. This is dangerous. Perisic. Martinez at the back post again. Oblak positioned superbly as always. And he needed to be there because that was very nearly Inter in the lead again. And I certainly don't have enough time to go and get a second goal. I might well have done thanks to their mistake there, but I misplaced my pass. Lautaro back inside to Candreva. Over the top. Perisic wins that header, but it's fallen to Saul, and there is the final whistle. It's a 1-1 draw against Inter. Oh, top of the group, undefeated, but we weren't far away from picking up a defeat there. Sergio Aguero has dragged me through. PSV win 1-0 away from home in Croatia against Dinamo Zagreb. It will be the Dutch side that go into the Europa League after finishing third in the group. We are still 7 points clear at the top of the league. Koke's out for just 5 days, which is great. That's good news. Not sure when the next round of the Champions League will be drawn, but certainly by the end of the month that we're currently in, so we'll be able to see by the end of today's episode who we have in the knockout rounds of the Champions League. I'm hoping it's going to be a relatively straightforward tie. Koke's not feeling up to it for the next game, so I'll give him a rest. £27.8 million for the Champions League progression, and we have no one yet because it's not been drawn. So we shall wait and see who we have. But up next for us is Villarreal. They're having an okay season. They were 7th or 8th, I think, last time I saw. They are 7th. Right, let's see if we can't get another win in La Liga, and then we'll follow that up with hopefully victory in a simmed game against Depor as well. Not a good one. Here's Cheryshev. Oh, he's dinked past me well, and Toko Akambi nearly gives Villarreal a 1-0 lead. Thankfully, again, Oblak is the difference. He was really good for me in the Newcastle save, and I am heavily relying on him in this one as well. That's a good cross. And Tom Lemar. Oh, Barbosa with a superb stop. Chances at both ends in the opening 10 minutes. Thomas perhaps should have done better with that, although to be fair, it was a great save from Barbosa to deny him. Headed towards that bottom corner and palmed away. Can Boateng get on the end of this? No. Funes Mori does well to get to it. The Salco pick up the loose ball. And Jimenez looks for a teammate, but it will drop here to Luca Hernandez. There's Gelson Martins. Aguero's there. And Griezmann. Barbosa again. Another top save. We might have our work out to score against him here. Lovely ball by Fornals into Toko Akambi. There is a man at the back post if he can find him. He's taking his time. He's pulled it back to Fornals again with the elongated 1-2. And Jerome Boateng is in the way. Denis Cheryshev to take the corner. Oh, it's whipped well, but Saul will head as far as Caceres. Don't know if he's any good in the shot, Caceres. Finds Toko Akambi with a pass. Ooh, that could have caught the keeper out if he committed to a dive, although I think it was trickling wide. Villarreal are going to be tough opposition here, it seems. Really competitive opening 20 minutes. Toko Akambi looking over the top. Luca Hernandez has that covered and will help it across to that right-hand side. Vishalko, or Cesc, trying something spectacular, but doesn't quite come off. Orlanes over the top to Chukwueze, early into the middle, but Boateng deals with it. Saul will switch. One of my forward passes seems to be working right now. That one does come off, but wasn't necessarily that straightforward. Orlanes through the gap beautifully to Chukwueze and smashed home. 1-0 Villarreal on the half hour. Very good goal. Right, we're behind again in the first half. I would really like this not to become a habit. Cesc, Saul, Lemar quickly look for Griezmann around the corner. That's really nicely done. Running out of room though. Aguero's presented himself as an option. And here's Cesc Fabregas, deflected corner. Might be Cesc to take it actually. It's not, it's Thomas Lemar. Delivered in well. Saul could be underneath that but isn't. Whenever we've threatened at one end, it's always been a good save by Barbosa. Until now, hopefully. Until now! Wow! Sergio Aguero pops up right on cue. He was the one that equalised against Inter. He's equalised against Villarreal as well. Let's have a look at that replay. We go through a defender's legs. I didn't think I'd get a clean shot on goal as I hit it. 2 in front of me. Oh, the defender went to move in front of it and actually stepped too far out the way. Look, watch him. He's right in the way of where the shot goes, and he moves, holds his nads, and into the top corner the ball goes. 1-1. Morlanes, Fornals, runners all around, looking for the ball through, and Toko Akambi will get to it and strike it beautifully. I'm not sure about the celebration, but Villarreal, really not sure about the celebration, but Villarreal are 2-1 up here. Perfect weight on it, just evades the defender, and he's hit it really, really well. We're behind again. I think that may be the first time I've conceded 2 goals in a played game so far this save. That's how good we've been defensively this season at Atleti. I think it was before this game they showed the graphic. We had the joint best defensive record in the league with Real Madrid, having conceded just 8 goals in the opening 15 games. We've now conceded an extra 25% in just 1 more game. Lamar deflected, comfortable for the keeper.
He's a key part of this team.
He's got to be protected. To Cheryshev. Salko trying to close him down. Here's Gerard Moreno. Cheryshev nicely inside to Morlanes. Oh, nicely done by Vasalico, but still can't get it away. I don't want to lose our unbeaten record. So far, we're looking like we could go all the way, all the way in this league and do an unbeatable season. But I'm not looking too confident here against Villarreal. 2-1 down. Their keeper's been in top form, and at the minute, I can't even seem to get out of my own half, let alone get a goal to equalise. I was terrified of giving away a penalty there. Dennis Cheryshev will stand the ball into the middle. Tingy Zunder, they've brought on off the bench. Alvario with the header. That's well wide and a goal kick. I have 20 minutes to keep my unbeaten start to the season alive. Lamar into Seoul. Looking for Griezmann. Diego Costa's come off the bench for a tiring Sergio Aguero, and Sarr just steals that away from Seoul brilliantly. Cengiz Under in there to Cheryshev. I can't get too close to him with one defender because there's plenty of other attackers awaiting to take the ball away from me. I'm struggling here. I'm panicking here. I can't seem to break Villarreal down. For the first time this season, I am genuinely concerned about losing a game. Gelson Martins turns inside. Diego's there. Lamar's there. Make me a run, Antoine. No, don't just stand there, Antoine. I need you to step up to the plate, mate. Cesc is dead, so let's bring on Rodri. Saul's dying, but I don't know what change to make. Angel Correa has saved us off the bench before. Let's see if he can do it again. I'll bring him on for Lamar. 13 minutes to go. Luca Hernandez into Angel Correa. Saul across there to Rodri. There's Shime Vasalko. Making the run there is Gelson Martins. In the middle is Griezmann, and there's the goal. As if by magic, it's 2-2. The Invincibles season lives. Cengiz Under turns well. Gerard Moreno, don't let him turn. On his left, looking for the ball through. It's reached him. Gelson Martins, what are you doing? No, I thought we'd saved the Invincible season. That's a simple clearance. Just swing a leg. How has he not cleared that? It's right there. Just swing a leg. He stopped and then tackled thin air. Just kick it. What's he doing? And then the keeper, oh so reliable all season long, beating at his near post. I thought in the 80th minute we'd saved the unbeaten season. 9 minutes later, 1 minute from time, it's gone. Or is it? Diego Costa to Saul. Yes. Yes, it is. The Invincible season was under threat. The Invincible season collapses. Oh, I can't believe it. Pretty sure we hadn't lost the league game all year until now. I can't believe that. That's so deflating. We're having an incredible year, so we can't let it affect our overall form. Oh, Heading in towards the January transfer window, though, we now have a 1 in the L column, and the gap at the top is down to just 4 points. I can't believe it. Barbosa was in incredible form, to be fair to him, but Gelson Martins, I've told you to clear it. You've stopped running and then lunged for a tackle when there's nobody around you. The guy's behind you. Just swing a leg and get rid of the ball. I can't believe it. I'm devastated. We haven't lost a game in any competition so far this season. Then right on the brink of the halfway mark. I can't believe it. Home against Depor. Please win by a handsome margin against Deportivo La Coruña. Oh, I'm fuming. It's been an unreal season. Better than any other season we've had so far in any series, I think, so far. Aguero gives us a 1-0 lead with the penalty. Even though we dominated League One with Cambridge United in the latest CM RTG season, we certainly didn't assert that dominance until the final third of the season. And they've pulled one back through Kovalenko, but it is going to be a defeat for Depor against us. It's another set of 3 points. I'm not sure if Barcelona will have kept up with us. We'll advance as far as the 1st of January, so you guys know exactly what budget I've got once those other deals of players leaving goes through. Sergio Aguero's thanking me. You're welcome, Sergio. Stop the simulate. Oh, I stopped it a day short. Let's just advance one more day. It's Real Oviedo next in the cup, but probably going to sim the first leg. And then, depending on what else we have in the month and how well that game goes, we might sim the second leg. Certainly going to play the El Clasico. Not the El Clasico. The Madrid derby. Real Madrid away. That'll be interesting enough. Oh, I'm so devastated that we've lost that. Angel Correa wants to leave. Training injury. Griezmann's out for 7 weeks. Lovely. Joaquin, Vitolo, Mallejo, Arias, Montero, Poveda, all gone. I'll have a look at the scouting reports off camera because that's going to take forever. Griezmann's out for 7 bloody weeks. I'll put Mario Balotelli in. Oh, 7 weeks. Right, okay. Well, I do want a wing back first, so that's where we shall aim our finances to start off with. I have about 65 million to buy a wing back to replace Shime Vasalko as right back. I would consider selling someone else to fund another striker, but maybe Diego Costa, because I haven't gotten on that well with him. Balotelli, even though he's declined in rating, is still doing well for me and scoring goals. Maybe I could sell Diego Costa. Let me know in the comment section down below if you think I should sell Diego. If you do, then I will act. If you don't, then I won't act. But I certainly want a wing back. A first team right back. Could be a left back in game, but I will, or left back by default, but I will play them at right back in game. So, you know, Alaba, for example, or Alexandro could play at right back. But for now, that's all for this one. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Drop the video a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you next time.